Hi there, Angus here from Addio Media. In today's video I want to share with you why you need to stop looking for new patients, and I'll show you what you should be looking for instead. There's no doubt about it, new patients are the lifeblood of a healthy, profitable and sustainable healthcare practice. The practitioner that can master the game of new patient attraction is a long way towards developing a sustainable, predictable and profitable practice. But let me let you in on a secret. The way we're marketed before is flawed. Now I can't help but be amused by the irony that exists here. Many of us as health practitioners complain about our patients wanting the quick fix, yet that's exactly the same approach that you and I take with most of our marketing. Every week I'm getting messages from chiropractors, from osteopaths, from naturopaths, wanting to know what they can do to get more newies fast. So let me explain why things haven't worked in the past. But instead of trying to attract new patients to your practice, let's instead pretend that we're trying to find a husband or a wife. The way most of us have marketed in the past is the equivalent of walking into a bar and asking every person we come across to marry us. Now, I'm no expert on dating, but I'm guessing that most of the time this isn't going to be a successful strategy, and if someone did agree, then they're probably not the kind of person that you want to be marrying in the first place. You see, when we move too quickly with relationships, we end up looking needy at best, or more often like a jerk. Successful marketing, like successful dating, is built on a series of small steps. So let's go back to that marriage example that I talked about before. So rather than walking into the bar looking for a wife, we're going to go walking in there looking for someone to build a relationship with, to connect with, perhaps buy them a drink and see if they share the same values that we do. Now, if all goes well, you might end up leaving that night with a phone number. Now, in marketing terms, we refer to this person as a prospect. Step number 2 might be to follow up with our prospect with a date. Now, in most cases, it makes sense to keep it simple and not overdo the commitment. Remember, we don't want to come across needy or creepy, so perhaps a coffee or maybe a lunch is a good place to start. And step 3 and onwards, as the relationship progresses, we want to strategically move the prospect towards becoming a customer, our wife, with dinners, weekends away, meeting the family, and I think you know where I'm going with this. You see, when we stand at the local shopping centre, doing a screening, or when we place an advertisement in the newspaper or on Facebook that simply says, first appointment 50% off, that's the equivalent of asking for marriage on the first date. Sure, you might get some response, but more often than not, have you ever noticed that these patients tend to be the tire kickers, the ones that end up costing you more time, more money, and more energy? Now, luckily for us, there is another way. The equivalent of buying a drink for our prospective patients is sending them to your helpful content. Now, it could be a blog, a special report, a video, or even an ebook. The internet allows us to do this in a manner that's never been available before. When somebody shows interest, we can follow up with more helpful content until it's appropriate to eventually invite them into your practice. Now, when you do this right, you'll become known, you become liked, and you'll build massive amounts of trust, authority, and expertise. And this is the foundation of your new patient attraction plan. Now, unlike looking for a wife, it's totally cool and it's highly desirable for your practice to be having multiple conversations with multiple leads all at once. With a little bit of planning and automation, you can be strategically crafting a journey for these leads that ends up with them calling your practice to make an appointment. Now, the great news is when you're known, liked and trusted, patients like these will travel further for your services, price becomes less of an issue, and retention will go through the roof. Sound good? So rather than putting an advertisement on Facebook telling them about your 50% off first visit special, you could add value by directing them to your blog or post a video, much like this one. You could write a special report, send them to an ebook, or put together a video series that solves one of the burning problems that your customers currently suffer from. We think video is a great tool for creating relationships and guiding someone from prospect to customer. So if you haven't already downloaded our Video Influence ebook, then be sure to look for a link down below. Now, inside you'll learn the exact strategies to create magnetic videos that attract high quality new patients, that boost referrals and will skyrocket your retention. Now, if you liked what you heard in this video, then be sure to subscribe to our channel, like our Facebook page, and if you've got any questions, then be sure to ask those down below. And we'd love it if you'd help us share this message as well. So until next time, thanks for all that you do. Keep saving lives and see you soon. Bye.